Hello, I am CJ Miller. I'm in my kitchen in my apartment in Shreveport, Louisiana. Across the Red River is beautiful Bossier City, Louisiana. This is the second part of a video that I'm posting about ribs. Now, you want your ribs to be this tender. You want them to come away. You don't want them to be disintegrated, but you really want them to be just flaked away from the bone. Okay. There's the only thing you really can do wrong with the rib is not cook it long enough. Uh, and the other thing you can do is you can cook it too long so that it's basically disintegrated. And in that point, you just take the meat out. I mean, what happens at that point is you take the bone out of the pot and you reduce everything and you strain it down and you basically have a barbecued pork. So you really can't screw it up from cooking it too long, but you can turn it from ribs to something else, you know. But if you want rib on the bone, but you want it to come and fall off the bone, you want it like this. I'm going to put this on the plate and let me show you our side dish of potatoes. There we go. And this is a non-stick pan, but we do want a little bit of those browning, hash brown kind of thing with the cheese and everything. But yeah, this is perfect right here. That's exactly what I was going for. To everything that I showed in the other video, a couple of things I added. I added some accent. That's my salt substitute, MSG, my flavor enhancer there. But the brand name is Accent that I use. And then I added a little bit of cilantro. You could use parsley if you don't really care for cilantro. You can use parsley, but not too much, just enough to give it a little. Uh, I love the freshening effect that cilantro has with a lot of food like this. It kind of just a low key, almost a mint, but not quite a mint. Just very low key freshening. But you can get that from a really fair amount of parsley too. You might want to use twice as much parsley as you would cilantro. But either way, run with it. Do you, if you're cooking the food the way that you like and you and your family enjoy the cooking, then regardless of the rest of the world, it is a winner. Uh, if they're really liking it, if they're really enjoying it and really loving it, then you know that you have found the recipes that work for your table. Uh, and that's what home cooking is about anyway too, and especially in like French cuisine and everything, where nothing really gets wasted, and you do a lot of reserving things for later, and it's just powerhouse flavor. Uh, you know, and a lot of the flavors started in the very old way back days before electric refrigerators. If the food did get a little uh, stronger because they weren't used immediately. I'm not going to say bad or anything like that. I mean, you wouldn't want to eat rotten food, but one of the things that these stronger flavors were meant to match uh, foods that maybe were around a little bit longer, and maybe if they started to get you know a pungency about them or something, then they kind of tried to disguise that with the stronger flavors. So that's one of the reasons why French cooking, especially, uh, you know, but some other cuisines also, you get that real heavy powerhouse of spice and flavor added to everything. It's so that if the food was a little bit less than fresh, that it could work. But I would not recommend trying that in today's world because We first off, we don't have to. We have uh, electric refrigerators, and we have all sorts of means to preserve and keep food fresh. And it's probably one of the reasons why we got so used to the salt. See, in canned potatoes, there's so much salt anyway. In any sort of canned anything, there's usually a lot of preservative uh, salt in the form of preservatives. So be aware of that if you're like me, and we should be watching our salt. But uh, let's get over here and eat this food, and you're gonna really enjoy. This is great. I'm gonna enjoy eating it, and you get to enjoy the food. Me eating it, it's gonna be so awesome. Watch how tender this stuff is. Now, let me let you know that this has been cooking. Uh, it's nearly 3 a.m. now, and I started cooking this somewhere around. Started prepping it, and then so shortly after 11. But I really had it cooking and going. So uh, rib in the pot by 11:30. So 12:30, 1:30, 2:30. So we got about 3.5 hours worth of cooking here, and it takes that to get a really good tender rib like this. You really put in the time because you're going to find that it's worth it. You will not have to deal with you won't have to, if you have people with like sensitive teeth, they will be able to eat ribs that are prepared in this way. Okay, so one hand, watch how this just pulls away. That is tender. Mm, that is so good. I'm telling you, this is ribalicious. Take the time to do your ribs. If you're going to do them on the stove top, take the time to do them, 2.5 to 3 hours. You cannot go wrong this way. And you would think, because of the way I did it and I used a tomato based sauce, it's just going to taste like spaghetti. No. The reason why is because I used a really, really uh, good roux base. This is good covered in seasoned flour and a good roux base and everything. So basically, what the marinara, and I used the marinara really, what that does is just give a little accent, a little balance, to this. But yeah, this is really good. This is really good. Watch me just. Uh, I'm not going to make you watch me eat these whole things, basically, because I really want to tear it up. But I'm going to come over here and. Do I eat like an animal? Am I like, nom, nom, nom? Okay. Wonderful cheesy potatoes. If you're making this for guests, they can salt and pepper or whatever as they feel that they need to. I don't think they're going to really need to do a lot of that. It's thick and consistent. Um, I feel the bite from the pepper. Do you remember I poured in red pepper? I maybe could have poured in a little bit less, but either way, I like my food spicy. And so this works, and it's a great balance for this. The creaminess of the cheeses, it's there. There's that smoked Gouda coming through. The creaminess provided by the Swiss, and the thick starchiness of the potatoes. coming up and making that a thick potato. So this is a winner, and I'm glad because remember I tried to do that bread the other day. I feel like I needed a redemption after that bread. With this, I definitely have earned my redemption. I'm about to end this video so I can put this phone down and just get after tearing these ribs up, bruh, because it is delicious. Okay? Bon appetit. God bless. Love and light. Good night. Oh, and this is the second part. Go back and check the first part for how I prepared the food.